places today. So maybe I could ask Subramaniam, Jawad, if you'd like to begin, please begin the conference.
5 minutes.
Okay. Is Bhaskar joined? Has Bhaskar joined?
Bhaskar is joining, right?
Bhaskar is
Is it audible, ma'am, now?
Yeah, it is audible.
Good evening to all collectors. Good evening, ma'am. So we have circulated two orders given by Government of India. One is on the home isolation of the mild and moderate cases, positive cases, which we have been talking about it for quite some time. The second point was that how to kind of deal a COVID positive case in a non-COVID hospital, and what is the procedure to be followed when a healthcare worker tells that we have given you some broad guidelines with regard to cluster-wise monitoring of the sample collection, cluster-wise monitoring of the positive cases and negative cases. So that exercise has to carry on. Today there are testing and our restrictions on the movement are absolutely 100%. So please focus on that item, and wherever I think your experience also shows that the cases are there in a particular street or particular byline, so the more emphasis should be there.
Already I'm going to reiterate quite a few things which Jawahar has mentioned. We have been talking about this home isolation of either the suspect cases or of the mild, very, very mild symptomatic. I know, Jawahar, you're mentioning these guidelines they can follow, but hopefully you all will look into it a little more in detail before they are sort of implemented. But in any case, it's a very good guideline which has come, and we will use that as we go along. So we'll have a more detailed discussion once I think we have an internal discussion again, and once I'm able to talk to you, Jawahar, on it. So that's one thing. The second thing on, again, two things which Jawahar has mentioned and which I would like to highlight, because every day when we have the Chief Minister's meeting, there are 2 points on which he definitely asks us, and on those two we are a little on the weak ground. One is the testing of all those people who were found symptomatic during the fever surveillance, as we call it, syndromic surveillance or fever surveillance, the 3 rounds which you all went house to house. So that number was some 32,000 and odd. Even till today we are telling the Honorable CM that only 10,000 are tested. So I'm not sure what figure is being shown in that Bhaskar's MIS. Last time you all told us that some provision is not there in the app for including those tests which are done.
Why did not hear me?
Are you able to hear?
And now I will hear.
Hello. Can you hear now? Kadapa, can you hear me? 2 points I want to bring to your notice, which the Honorable Chief Minister every day in the meeting is asking us. One is to complete the testing of those 32,000 whom we had listed as part of our house-to-house survey in the 3 phases. Most of you mentioned that there was no provision in that app for recording it, and Bhaskar had said he will rectify, and I'm sure he has, but even then Jawahar had told all of you to send it as Excel sheets. The second thing which CM does review is the telemedicine and the disbursement of the medicines wherever the advice has been given by the medical officers. I request you all to do a video conference of the medical officers of the PHCs and the UHCs to make sure that through the telemedicine, whoever has been prescribed the medicine, you actually deliver it also. Telemedicine is going to be a very powerful tool for you to reduce OPs at your sub-centers and at the PHCs. And especially so in the times of COVID-19. So telemedicine will help you to handle the OPs of COVID-19 also and the non-COVID-19. We have not had time to discuss, at least at my level, because we have so many other items to discuss, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't have to be handled as a priority. Please put one vertical on the job for telemedicine. It's really going to be very, very important that you have this telemedicine system. It will be of great use in this next 1 or 2 years when we have to learn to live with COVID-19. The second thing which we have to do is to ensure the use of Arogya Setu. Without that also we will have a problem after the lockdown. See, you need to have the telemedicine in position, you need to have the Arogya Setu also into position. We are issuing a GO in which we are just telling that everybody has to work for encouraging the downloading of the app. Even this home isolation guideline, the person cannot undergo home isolation if he has not downloaded the Arogya Setu. So we are also saying employees cannot come to the secretariat if they don't have the Arogya Setu app. So on and so forth. It is for everybody's need. Okay, so I want you to take up, once this GO is also issued, please take a drive to see that the Arogya Setu is downloaded by everybody. Now these are the two things, the surveillance testing and the telemedicine, which the Honorable CM reviews almost on a daily basis, and then he is feeling that we are not giving the adequate attention. Today actually I would like to, if it's okay with Jawahar, I would like to listen to 3-4 districts on the kind of containment they are doing. Because post May 3rd, I think your work is going to be a lot to do with the containment areas. So we should have perfected all the best practices of the containment strategy, and we should be able to do the containment in places as and where they come. So today maybe we could listen to 1 or 2 joint collectors. I have been listening to collectors also, and at some stage I also try and listen to the joint collectors. So maybe we could ask 1 or 2 of them to respond. If they are there, if they are not there, then we'll ask the collectors to respond only.
Joint collector is there, ma'am? I see joint collector.
Sir, am I audible, sir, now?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Sir, as far as Guntur district is concerned, we have got 2 large outbreaks, sir. More than 15 cases recorded. One is Guntur Urban and now the Nasrapet Urban, sir. So Guntur Urban, we are getting cases day out. So it has come down, sir. It was started with some 20-25 days. Now it has come to 4 to 5 a day, sir. And all the cases are confined to the containment zones in Guntur, sir. But now the new area, new chapter is Nasrapet, sir. Nasrapet also we got 3 important areas, in which one area constitutes for about 90% of the total positive cases coming day by day, sir. Which is in Varavakata, that's a red zone in Nasrapet, where the demography is around 400 households, having some 3,000 population, sir. So every segment of this particular Varavakata has been now mapped. And the seriousness in the seriousness at the ground level field officers were also instilled yesterday by the visit of district collector and the special officer, Rajsekhar sir. And we had a very comprehensive meeting as to what are the important aspects of containments and the surveillance which we have to take care of. And that orientation with the help of our state advisor, Dr. Kamal Raj, was also very helpful, sir. And the insights have been shared to the field level ANMs, sir. Now, sub-collector is in charge of the entire containment zone in Nasrapet. We created 7 verticals, what are created in the districts, and the responsible officers were also posted in those verticals, sir. Now we have got some good view about the Nasrapet, sir. So our important area is in Varavakata, where we have got around 52 cases as on today. So we divided the Varavakata into segments of blocks, and every block in itself is been divided, segregated by the help of the barricades there. So we have around, for example, 12 blocks in Varavakatta, in which 6 blocks of households, 50 or 60 each have been infected, where there are, in one block there were around 20 cases, in another block 2 cases, 13 cases, we have different blocks. So we segregated each and every block so that at least this intermingling of people among the blocks should not happen. So there were some lack of confidence from the field level people, especially the police as well as the ANMs, which after our visits and some kind of a motivation, now people started moving around. Previously, even the volunteers also got into positives. A couple of volunteers, one ration shop dealer, these people got this positive, so that's why there was some lack of confidence. But after our visits, we could instill some confidence in this area. Now the surveillance squad started very actively. So today we could cover all the 12 blocks with the help of around 11 medical officer teams with the ANMs. And today we are doing an intensive comorbidity patient identifications, which were the constants in those areas. Because there has been infections all around, but we thought of saving those people who are all who are vulnerable. So we could identify those people pinpointedly at households, and we have organized one testing teams. So 3 testing teams have been deployed today in Narsapeta, Varavakatta region 2, and another one area. These two teams stationed in one particular building inside this containment zones, and we could test all the cases today in the containment zone itself. So, 2 advantages. One, whenever the active surveillance, if I could find those comorbidities inside the containment zone, I could identify real time, and the testing happens immediately. For example, morning we identified around 80 comorbid patients. Evening we could test around 40 people, and still it is going on. So, one thing we could immediately do the testing. Second, the fear of people being lifted to the quarantine centers is now coming down, so that because we are testing in situ and we are allowing home isolation for the secondary contacts. So by that way, some good progress has been happened in Narsapeta, which we couldn't do in Guntur previously. So now it has come to some controls. So the other 3 areas where the infection has spilled over, we have appointed responsible persons in those areas, and the containment measures now has been increased. The seriousness of the containment now it is increased by appointing 2 additional SPs in those Narsapet areas with 3 DSPs and 7 CIs. Now we have also started kind of a patrolling within this blocks, so that the movement, the intermingling of people can be brought out. So now it is under control, wherever the pilferages have been seen, and we could install the cameras which we can also see in our dashboard. So, and we are also pointing out overall sweeping through the locations. So all the leakages have been sealed. Now the containment is intact. So now we have to concentrate more on the surveillance part, identifying the vulnerable people and bringing them to the test and saving them to the hospitals. So this is the plan right now set in. With today's ma'am, we have completed around 750 tests in Narsapeta only. 750 tests have been completed. But the number is on the way, ma'am. Still the contact tracing is happening now. Around 400 people have been identified and isolated in the quarantine centers.
So they are isolated and quarantined at home.
Good evening, madam. This is Kalapa JC, ma'am. Ma'am, till now, ma'am, we have received 65 positive cases in Kadapa district, ma'am. Majority of them, up to 20 cases, are from Prothutur municipality, ma'am. So almost 40% of the entire positive cases are around Prothutur, ma'am. So the entire municipality has been taken as containment zone, ma'am. And we have applied for a 3-tier strategy, ma'am. One is surveillance, ma'am. Second is strict lockdown and containment aid. And the third is communication program. Is it clear, ma'am?
Yeah, that was.
So we have offered strict lockdown within the containment zone, ma'am, within the 3 kilometers of the red zone and extending up to 5 kilometers with the buffer zone. So total containment, they are closed and they are barricaded and intense Prothutur municipality. Rest of the 10 containment zones also where the other positive cases were also reported, ma'am. Then daily sanitation is being carried there, ma'am, and for ECs also, ma'am, we have made a special arrangement by sending through push carts, through mobile vans, so that all the commodities are reaching the red zone areas and the people will not come out for essential commodities also, ma'am. And the medical emergency numbers of medical shops have also been publicized so that in case of any emergencies, ma'am, the red zone people will not come out and it is home delivery, the medicines are also being given, ma'am. Apart from this, ma'am, we have tested all the primary contacts and secondary contacts. The main thing is picking up of the primary contacts within 24 hours, ma'am. The surveillance teams are active and they have been posted within the containment area, and once the positive cases reported, ma'am, immediately within 24 hours, the first task is to pick the primary contacts and bring them for the VRDL testing, ma'am. So the more quickly we pick it up, the more containment strategy that is being implemented will be more effective, ma'am. So that we have been able to do it in the field level also from the day one, ma'am. That has helped us a lot, ma'am. So right now, ma'am, out of 7387 are the total samples that till now we have tested in Kadapa, ma'am. We are in testing of the percentage to million population. We are in the third place in the state, ma'am. Till now in the containment zones, we have almost tested around 2,511 of these samples. Out of them have been tested in the containment zones only, ma'am. And the primary and secondary contacts are also almost, ma'am, 1309 samples have been tested, ma'am. So till now, ma'am, because of the strict containment strategy which we have been following, ma'am, luckily two of our containment zones, madam, Vempalli and Pulivendala, madam, they are now completing, ma'am, almost. Vempalli will be turning into green zone, madam, by the 29th tomorrow, ma'am. And Pulivendala by May 3rd, it will be converting into the green zone, ma'am. Luckily, no positive cases were reported for the last 28 days, ma'am. That is
one thing is that you have, of course, the thing that has worked for you.
7 cases, ma'am, out of which 1 case from VMC, ma'am, and the 39 are from non-VMC area, ma'am. Actually, we are in cases.
Please speak more loudly, Madhavi.
As ma'am has rightly said, ma'am, that we are testing more in the containment zones, ma'am, so that to see how the infection is spread in the containment zone. If you see the 3 cases in our VMC, ma'am, 3 cases have been, 3 positive persons have infected, around 64 people. We have planned for vigorous testing in our containment zones, ma'am. The way which we are going ahead with maintaining the containment is, we have put the check posts around the containment areas where the police, health and municipal teams are placed, ma'am, so that these people will not come out of the containment area. And we are sending the mobile rice bazaars and also mobile supermarkets we are sending, and we are also taking online now. We are giving online delivery of the essential commodities, ma'am. And recently, since past 3 days, we have started visible policing also there, because these are slum areas, ma'am, like Krishna Lanka, Hudus Nagar and Karmik Nagar, where people, we thought that 1 week back that people are moving within the containment zone, though they are not coming outside. So to create the fear within the containment zones also, they have started visible policing with all the vehicles and also police marching there. And the collector sir and CP sir themselves have gone there, so that the people.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, in Kurnool, ma'am, our major containment is in Old Town area of Kurnool urban, and Nandyala also 4 to 5 major pockets, ma'am. Nandyala urban. In Kurnool Old Town also we have identified 8 streets, ma'am. These 8 streets have been under like curfew-like situation, ma'am. Currently we have ensured that door delivery of services happen, ma'am. In this area, why we have gone for complete testing. Our testing strategy is also such that we have tested all the primary and secondary contacts. So the number of positives we have got is from mainly the primary contacts, ma'am, in this area in Kurnool urban. And as Guntur has also followed the same model we have followed, ma'am. We have isolated all the primary contacts, and all the secondary contacts we have given them home isolation notices. But right now, what we are facing a challenge, ma'am, in basically the Old Town area, is the the streets are very narrow and the population, the density is very high. So because of that, ma'am, we had discussed the concept of geographic quarantine, which we had discussed with our special officer, Sir Ajay sir also. So in these areas of geographic quarantine, rather than bringing each and every person to a quarantine facility outside, we have ensured that all the facilities in that, no person from that area, that road of 300 meters or 400 meters is allowed to come outside. That we have ensured very well in 3-4 streets, ma'am. And we have tied up all services, including medicines, vegetables, fruits, and in fact even groceries and everything. The only and all these 4 roads, ma'am, we have ensured that we have appointed special officers. So special officer is not for the blocks and all; it is for the streets which are reporting high number of cases. So we have tied up all these essential deliveries along with our testing strategy. Everything is a holistic cycle, ma'am. Along with that, we have also appointed more and more special officers to ensure that whatever small problems are there, they are reported immediately to the special officers rather than coming to control room. Because in areas like Gani and Tumri Street, we were initially getting lot of problems even for people who wanted to come take their tests. So these are being manned by senior level officers, and we are ensuring that their problems are resolved then and there. One more thing, ma'am, which Dinesh has also pointed out, which is a strategy we have also tried, that all the patients with comorbidities in these areas, basically in these small pockets, ma'am, we have identified all those patients, especially 2-3 dialysis patients and all these patients. We have identified them and we have started testing them. In the entire containment zones, we are going to identify all the comorbid patients and test all of them thoroughly, ma'am. And if they are having any symptoms, we are going to isolate them, ma'am. We are going to just simply reverse the strategy, ma'am. Instead of containing bringing all the primary contacts, all the secondary contacts, all those patients with comorbidities, we are going to bring them to separate facility and ensure proper care is taken of. So this is the strategy we have adopted, ma'am. We have also, I have discussed at length with Guntur Joint Collector. Similar strategies we have also adopted. We have completed our secondary contact tracing for almost all the positives we have identified till now. Most of them are belonging to the same containment zone, and no new containment clusters are reported as of now. One mandal was reported, but that was also secondary contact, and there are no new clusters. One containment cluster has converted into green zone now, because last 28 days we have not got any positive from that area. So this is from Kurnool, ma'am. Our major focus is on only 2 areas, ma'am. Kurnool urban and Nandyala urban, and that too it is limited to almost 10 zones, ma'am. 10 zones, 8 in Kurnool and 2 in Nandyala.
Okay, all the best for Kurnool. Everybody was to download the Arogya Setu in your containment cluster. You wanted to run after them to see where they are moving and where they are going, and whether the isolation is correct or not for these people, especially your primary contacts and secondary contacts and all others in that area where you have done the Nakabandi. So,
one point, ma'am.
yeah, please tell.
138,000 people who are working in various departments, especially DRJ, MECMA, ICDS, DWAMA, where we have huge number of employees at the field level. Then we are targeting volunteers and secretariat staff. So far, around 60,000 people have downloaded this RTC app among our employees. Then we are targeting other group is that SHG women. So for SHG women, we are involving PD DRJ and PD MECMA to get these apps downloaded, because every SHG woman is using a smartphone, and we are also using under various schemes. So we have first we have been targeting the people who are already in touch with various departments. Then slowly we are moving to the public also. As Sir has been saying in last video conference, we have ensured that even all these people who are in quarantine as well as in hospital, we are making them to download this archive.
So the lessons to be learnt. One, how to replicate your containment strategy immediately. Then number two, this telemedicine so that people keep getting service. Number three, like you have said, Arogya Setu. Number four, in fact, would be something on your testing. I think the mobile testing may come out to be very handy for you to replicate wherever the containment zones come up. And then becoming more and more clear on your testing strategy, and then also having the capacity, every district to have a capacity of 1,000 for testing, single I mean, not with pooled, either RT-PCR or TrueNet. And Jawahar is giving me a smile on that one. And then to have your, of course, handling both the non-COVID health services as well as the COVID-19 services. I mean, the list goes on, I know that. But all those capacities should be there so that you can handle things. Would Bhaskar or I don't know if they're there, Subramanian would like to.